Okay, let me share some examples of offensive acts or behaviors which may be complained about. One is staring, leering, showing obscene gestures to somebody, howling, making kissing sounds, smacking lips. So these are like, let me share an example with you. A complaint got filed against, a female filed a complaint to the IC against a male colleague. She said that whenever I enter the organization, I find him always, staring at me. So, so this guy said, my intention was never to stare at her when this matter was handled by the IC. So this guy said, my intention wasn't ever to stare at her. It was like I was thinking with my eyes wide open. I never felt that she's entered the organization office floor and I'm staring at her and she's feeling offended. Did she come to me to say once, to tell me once that I should not be staring at her? So again, the perception of the female about that male, she felt that he's always staring at her, whereas the male colleague mentioned that it was never his intention. So she could have at least approached him and discussed this about him with him first, that she's not feeling comfortable by the way he's looking at her. Again, on the females, it's always recommended to start saying no from the first day, first incident, because until you start to say no, the opposite person may never be aware that his act is being offensive to you, or you are becoming uncomfortable by his acts. Showing sexually obscene, suggestive signs, objects, or pictures. Again, uh, sending emails, sending something which is not um, or which is making the female uncomfortable. It may be so that two people are standing in the office area, and discussing some obscene or some pornographic clip amongst themselves, and a female sitting close by, she understands that what they are discussing is not official. What they are discussing is not right, is not related to the office place, and they're discussing something which is inappropriate. She may start feeling uncomfortable, and under this law, she gets a right to complain about these two colleagues. However, again, a suggestion to the females, that if you're feeling uncomfortable by the behavior of your colleagues, if you feel that they're watching something which is not right for at the workplace, you should at least have the courage or the guts to go to them and tell them that you're not comfortable. Let them not do that in the office. What they're doing is not official or office environment specific, so they should not be doing it within the office premises. If they still continue to do that, the females get a right to file a complaint under this law. Passing indecent comments, sharing dirty jokes, passing comments on a woman's dress or body. Again, these kind of comments, are very common at a workplace. People pass such kind of comments in the garb of joking with somebody. When somebody objects to such kind of comments, they would say, "Oh, I was just joking." Very very plainly they would say, "Oh, I was just joking. I'm so sorry if you felt bad. I will not continue." So again, on the female, the responsibility is to pinpoint such kind of behavior and object to this once before taking a call to directly approach the IC for filing a complaint. And on the part of other colleagues, why am I always mentioning other colleagues? Because the law protects females from an act of sexual harassment. However, the respondent can be of any gender. So that's why I'm mentioning female against colleagues. So the colleagues have the responsibility to monitor their behavior and to understand that something they say might not be taken positively or might not be appreciated by the female. Using power positions to request for favors or threats on loss of privileges or loss of job. This is basically what is called as casting couch. So again, giving preferential treatment uh, on receipt of sexual favors, or threatening with dire circumstances or dire consequences to a female once she refuses to give sexual favors. For example, somebody selected based on conditions that she would give sexual favors, again, or she gives sexual favors which form the basis of her selection, or a female being threatened for loss of job or reduced promotion opportunities once she refuses to give sexual favors. Touching, grabbing, patting, caressing, kissing, brushing against another's body. Again, all these may be offensive acts if the female finds them to be offensive. Younger organizations, most of people working are, young boys, girls, men, male, females. They become really good friends. Nobody can, you can't, as management or maybe as a senior or as HR, stop them from those friendly acts of patting somebody on the back or putting a hand on somebody's shoulders because they're friends. However, again, you know, it's the perception of the female which will determine whether an act is offensive or not. Violating someone's space, again, this is a very subjective term. I may need some space, everybody needs a space around him or her. So it's like gender neutral. Everybody needs some space to work comfortably, to be comfortable, sitting in, for example, I'm sitting on my workstation, I'm taking this workshop. So if somebody comes too close to me and stands behind my back, probably to just on the pretext of seeing what is on my system or what is there on my laptop screen, I might feel uncomfortable. So there is some amount of distance which I would expect anybody one when he or she is talking to me, or standing close to me. So that space needs to be respected. Just to share an example, a female complained about male admin staff in the in her organization, saying that he chose so this admin guy was given the task of getting the CCTV cameras put in the organization in the office floor, and this female used to sit in a corner. Uh, her workstation was in the extreme corner of the office floor. Now, this guy, of course, there was a history of this guy, this male and this female, not good, getting along very well. So this guy chose to fix the camera just on the back side where this female used to sit. Again, she felt like big boss is always watching her, kind of a thing. He said, I told him not to put the CCTV camera here in case he wanted the coverage of a workplace. This was possible if he would have put it somewhere else, close to that position, at least not on my head, because I need my space when I'm working in the in the office. So I would always feel that somebody is watching me from my head or over my head. So you never know how from 9 to 6, you cannot expect even a single employee to be working, diligently 99.9% of the time, nobody can work. Everybody needs a break. Everybody checks his phone. Everybody checks the laptop. The female said, I would be checking my phone and I would be feeling that somebody is watching me from the back. I would be sitting, putting my legs on my chair, and I would feel that somebody is watching from my back. I would be eating something and I would be feeling that he's watching me from my back. So she felt uncomfortable. She filed a complaint against. Asking questions about personal life, very, very tricky, extremely tricky situation. This may become offensive if the female finds it to be offensive because, like I said, we spend the best part of our life in the office. 9 to 10 hours of waking time, awake time. We are in the office. We make very good friends. We make family friends. We make best of the friends, and we discuss everything. We talk about our husbands. We talk about our wives. We talk about our kids, we talk about our in-laws, we talk about our boyfriends and girlfriends and whatnot. However, asking questions about somebody's personal life where that female starts feeling uncomfortable may become a subject matter of a complaint. Responsibility in the females here is that in case you start feeling uncomfortable with such kind of questions, express your discomfort. That's very, very important because until you express your discomfort, the opposite person might not even be aware that his questions are making you uncomfortable. Yeah. Uh, as part of one investigation that I was handling, as part of the complaint, the total complaint, the one portion that really stuck to my mind was that the female said that uh, her supervisor used to ask her questions, SMS her or WhatsApp her late in the night, after 9:30. Then what time did you reach home? Did you have food? What time did you sleep, etc., etc. So when we were investigating this, we asked the respondent, why did you ask such questions? So his response was that since I used to make her sit late for my work, I found that it was my responsibility to ask her whether she reached home in time. Did she have food? Was she able to sleep on time? Because next day again there was an office. So again, his intention may not be to offend the female. However, because of various other reasons, which, like I said, it was a part of a complaint, the female felt offended. So if she was feeling offended by such kind of questions, we asked her, "Did you tell this guy that please stop WhatsApping me after 9 or after 8:30 or after office hours? Did you tell him that you're not comfortable asking such questions?" So again, another incident, one of my team members uh, told me that one of the clients uh, always comments on her uh, WhatsApp display picture. So again, so one fine day, she said he made a comment. So when the comments were like, you're looking nice, the DP is good. Till that time, it's okay. People mention DP and thumbs up. Till that time, everything is fine. One fine day, this client of ours WhatsApped her that you are wearing specs in the DP. You've never done that. Are you doing it for your boyfriend? So she really felt offended. She came to me that this client is passing such kind of comments. So I told her that you categorically either speak to him or WhatsApp him that you do not like such kind of comments. So please, you can be, assertive, polite yet assertive when you say no. So be polite, but be assertive that I do not like such kind of compliments from you, sir. So I would appreciate if you do not give such kind of compliments to me on my DPs. And also, if he continues, then come back to me, then I will. So again, be polite. We're not asking you to be aggressive in the first instance. Be polite yet assertive. If these kind of acts or behaviors do not change, then the females have a right to file a complaint. Then your perception holds true. Sending unwanted cards, gifts, etc. Or everybody likes cards. Everybody likes to receive gifts. However, the important term here under the law is unwanted. So if something which the female does not want, does not like, it may be a part of, a basis of a complaint. Molestation, physical assault, or rape, again, they are very overt forms of sexual harassment, and they are again criminal acts, and they are bound to get complained about. So the thumb rule here is any unwelcome physical, verbal, or non-verbal conduct of sexual nature may be sexual harassment. So we've discussed about physical, touching, grabbing, verbal, saying something which is not right. Non-verbal means staring, leering. So all these examples I've shared with you.
Welcome to COMPLINITY Technologies. COMPLINITY is India's leading governance, risk and compliance software helping companies to manage their compliance, contracts, litigation, legal updates, inter-financial controls and more. COMPLINITY is a one-stop shop for all GRC needs. With our proprietary 12 GRC modules and real-time legal updates on 2,000+ laws and 24,000+ compliances. All in an integrated platform that is easy to use with automated alerts and risk management capabilities. Is why compliance managers, general counsels and chief financial officers choose COMPLINITY every time. Join the most innovative and prestigious brands that use COMPLINITY. Automating your compliance management, request a demo at complinity.com.